Okay, now we're going to talk about another sound that does not exist in Japanese. It's an. This sound, like ow, is made up of three different sounds, and so it's very subtle. It's different. For example, in Japanese you have so an. It's different from that. Yeah, there's three sounds happening here. So the first thing that we can kind of think about is imagine you have an ice cream cone and you lick the ice cream cone. So, you know. So when you lick an ice cream cone, your tongue does the same thing with an. Yeah. So it starts forward and moves back like that. So what we can do to begin is we can say and then an. It starts lower and farther back. So and then so and an. So an. Uh, is high. The beginning sound is lower and further back than that, and it rises. And as it rises, it makes the ng sound very quickly. It's only for a little bit. The difference between and an is that nasal sound, and that's the nasal sound is what you need to have a good accent. That's one thing that we really notice. So you'll start with the ah, and that's lower than ah, and you'll make the ng sound quickly, really fast, and then you move forward to So an, yeah. So it starts out below and further behind than ah. So and then you make the nasal ng. Your tongue comes in like that, and then you drop to yeah. And so it ends with the n, yeah. So and so now that we know an, we can also do am and ang. So for example, I am, I can, and I sang. Uh, Basically, the first two positions are the same. The starting point and the brief stay in the ng. And then for am, instead of n, you just go to m. So am, and then ang. It kind of that so there's still a little, it's interesting because the first 2 points are the same, and then you kind of just stay at the ng sound. So we can say I sang, I can, I am. So very nice.